For 15 years, Criminal Minds told us their stars left for creative reasons and new opportunities. But that wasn't the truth. In 2016, security cameras caught a shocking fight between the lead actor and a producer. One star admitted the show destroyed his soul and made him walk off set. Another was fired after a CBS executive said something so sexist it sparked outrage. The real stories involve violence, cover-ups, and secrets the network tried to bury. What really happened behind the scenes will change how you see the show forever. Back in 2004, a man named Jeff Davis came up with an idea for a new crime show. He called it Criminal Minds. It wasn't like the usual action shows. This one was about the real FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit based in Quantico, Virginia. Davis had done serious research. He read real FBI files and even talked to retired agents who had helped catch famous serial killers like Ted Bundy. But when he showed the idea to CBS, they turned it down. They said it was too smart, too psychological. They didn't think everyday viewers would like it. They wanted more car chases and less thinking. Jeff Davis didn't give up. He changed a few things, added some action, and kept fighting for it. Finally, in 2005, CBS gave it the green light. That same year, on September 22nd, the first episode aired. It pulled in 16.3 million viewers. And just like that, the show that almost didn't exist became a massive hit. Jeff Davis had always wanted the show to focus on the minds of criminals, not just their crimes. He wanted to show how FBI profilers really worked, how they studied small clues and built full profiles of unknown killers. In 2014, 7 years after he left, they decided to kill off his character permanently. On October 1, 2014, in the Season 10 premiere, the team found Gideon's body in a cabin. He had been murdered off-screen. It was the network's way of closing the door for good. Erica Messer, the showrunner, said they wanted to honor his legacy. But insiders knew it was also about control. They didn't want Mandy returning, not even for a cameo. When he spoke out again in 2012, criticizing the violence of the show, it only made the network more determined. They chose to end Gideon's story in a way that made sure it couldn't be undone. The fallout from Mandy's exit didn't just hurt feelings, it hurt money. After he left in July 2007, CBS reportedly lost over $5 million in ad revenue. Ratings for the new season dropped by 15%. The premiere on September 26, 2007, had fewer viewers. Advertisers started pulling out. Behind the scenes, the budget took a $2 million hit from all the rewrites and reshoots. Fans flooded forums with angry messages. Petitions to bring him back spread across the internet. It took time for the show to recover, even after Joe Mantegna joined as David Rossi. It reminded everyone how one actor's choice could shake an entire show that cost over $100 million per season. But Criminal Minds wasn't done facing behind-the-scenes chaos. In May 2010, right before filming for Season 6, CBS fired two main actresses, A.J. Cook and Paget Brewster. They blamed budget cuts, but fans weren't buying it. The show was still pulling 14 million viewers per episode. Cook had been with the series since it began in 2005, and Brewster since Season 2. Strangely, they brought in Rachel Nichols to replace them and paid her double. That made people question the real reason. Some started saying the network just wanted to cut women from the cast. Then came the shocking part. In a 2015 interview, Brewster said a CBS executive had told the producer directly, "I want new women." It wasn't about money at all. It was about getting rid of familiar female faces. Lola Glaudini left Criminal Minds quietly, but fans never stopped asking why. CBS said on November 1, 2006, that she left to pursue other opportunities. But that wasn't the real reason. Producer Ed Bernero later told the Los Angeles Times that it came down to something much simpler. Lola was unhappy living in Los Angeles. She was born in New York City on November 24, 1971, and she had always loved the East Coast. She had worked on NYPD Blue and The Sopranos back home and LA never felt right. It wasn't some dramatic fight, it was just a mutual decision. She wanted to go back east. Her exit ended Elle Greenaway's time on the show after just 28 episodes, and opened the door for a new character, Emily Prentice, played by Paget Brewster, who ended up becoming one of the most loved characters for the next 14 seasons. Many fans made up stories online. Some believed she felt isolated. Others thought she couldn't handle the dark content. But the truth never matched the rumors. There's no real proof that Lola ever felt left out on set or had a problem with the show's violent themes. Her character, Ellie, handled sexual assault cases and even went through a traumatic shooting in the May 10, 2006 episode. But Lola never said that was the reason she left. In fact, after leaving, she kept choosing intense roles. She was in Ray Donovan and appeared in 7 episodes of Agents of SHIELE from 2018 to 2019. She also joined The Expanse in 2019. She didn't walk away from dark stories, she just wanted to tell them somewhere else. That simple choice to move home turned into a huge mystery because fans couldn't believe there wasn't more to it. People also believed Lola had fights with the writers about how Ella was portrayed. But again, nothing confirms that. She never said she had any issues with how the character was written, even though Ella was involved in some of the most controversial storylines. On October 18, 2006, her character shot a rapist in cold blood and then resigned, which sparked a lot of debate online. Some fans said she was arrogant. Others defended her and said male characters got away with worse. Lola was 34 during filming, and her final arc made sure Ella wouldn't return. After leaving Criminal Minds, she mostly stayed away from police dramas. She went into science fiction and thrillers, which made some people think maybe she really had been unhappy. But still, no confirmed fights with the writers ever came out. Some people even claimed she gave a harsh interview in 2006, attacking the show for how it treated women. But that never happened. No interview like that was ever found. It was just another rumor. The actual goodbye was shown on TV on October 4, 2006, when Ella officially left the team after breaking the rules. That episode was watched by 14.6 million people. The finale in May 2006 had over 14 million viewers. Each episode cost about $2.5 million to make, but the show earned over $150 million in ads. In Europe, they sold the rights for $500,000 per episode. The show was so intense, people complained it gave them nightmares. But that didn't stop it from winning awards and getting a video game by 2008. In just 3 years, the show was airing in over 180 countries. It became a huge hit in places like Germany and the UK. In 2008, A&E paid $650,000 per episode to air reruns. By 2010, CBS was making $100 million a year from overseas deals. The show was even remade in South Korea in 2017. And real tourism in Quantico jumped 20% because fans wanted to visit the FBI Academy. The show also sparked a merchandise boom. By season 3, sales passed $100 million. There were BAU t-shirts, throw pillows, hoodies, even handmade fan items on Etsy. In 2007 alone, Spencer Reed hoodies brought in $20 million. FBI applications rose by 25% from 2005 to 2008, but it wasn't all good. Real profilers said the show made people believe profiling worked 80% of the time, when the real number was closer to 60%. Still, the show inspired yearly fan events, with over 50,000 people attending by 2012. Criminal Minds led to spin-offs like Suspect Behavior in 2011 and Beyond Borders from 2016 to 2017. These didn't last long, but they showed how big the original series had become. It influenced other shows like Mindhunter and Prodigal Son, which also focused on criminal psychology. By 2020, the show had aired 324 episodes. After it ended on February 19, 2020, it was watched for 5.3 billion minutes on Netflix in 2021. It came back in 2022 with a new name, Evolution, and it's been renewed through 2025. It even won People's Choice Awards in 2017 and became the subject of college studies. Some professors now use it to talk about how crime shows change how people see the real world. Jeff Davis wanted actor Mandy Patinkin to play Jason Gideon. He had seen him in reruns of Chicago Hope and believed Mandy's serious acting style would be perfect. CBS wasn't so sure. Mandy had a reputation for walking off shows. He left Chicago Hope after 6 seasons and quit Dead Like Me after just 1. But Davis pushed hard, and Mandy joined. Sadly, Mandy left Criminal Minds too, after only 2 seasons. In 2012, he said the show's violent stories hurt his soul. That's why his character was killed off-screen in Season 10 in 2015. Casting Aaron Hotchner wasn't easy either. CBS wanted a big name, but many actors turned it down. Matthew Fox said no. So did John Corbett and Jason Patric. They thought the show was too dark. Finally, Thomas Gibson got the role in July 2005. He was fresh off Dharma and Greg and brought the right level of seriousness. He played Hotchner for 256 episodes. But in 2016, things ended badly. On August 11th, Gibson got into a fight with a producer during an argument about the script. He kicked the producer. CBS fired him. His character disappeared into witness protection. Fans were upset. Over 10,000 signed a petition asking CBS to bring him back. They didn't. Shamar Moore almost didn't get the role of Derek Morgan either. CBS thought he looked too good. They didn't believe audiences would see him as a tough FBI agent. But Moore wanted the part badly. He even auditioned directly in front of CBS's president, Les Moonves. Moore stayed on the show for 252 episodes. He left in March 2016, just weeks before Thomas Gibson was fired. Some fans believed there had been tension between the two actors, especially after rumors of a physical fight back in 2010, which both denied. Moore later moved on to star in SWAATT, but returned for a few guest spots. A.J. Cook auditioned in May 2005 and beat out over 200 actresses for the role of J.J. In March 2016, Shamar Moore made his own choice to leave. On March 23rd, he told fans he was stepping away after 252 episodes as Derek Morgan. He wanted to try new things and spend more time with his mom, who had multiple sclerosis. He said it felt like being in college too long, and he was ready for a new chapter. There were no fights, no scandals, just a peaceful goodbye. He even joked that the showrunner, Erica Messer, was probably tired of seeing him every day. He later said it was about growth. By 2025, he had built a $22 million fortune. His exit was classy and calm, nothing like the chaos others had faced. That same year, Thomas Gibson was fired after getting into a fight with a writer. But Shamar left on his own terms, and fans respected him for it. Within 24 hours, over 500,000 people had posted online about how much they'd miss him. His final episode aired on March 23, 2016. The writers had planned it carefully for months. They didn't kill off Derek Morgan. Instead, they gave him a family. His girlfriend, Savannah, was pregnant, and Morgan chose to step away from danger. The episode had 47 minutes of non-stop action. Moore even did his own stunts in the warehouse shootout. He was paid $175,000 per episode during that season, but he still chose to walk away. The night it aired, viewership jumped 15%. Fans said goodbye with tears. It was powerful. Moore later said he based the story on his real-life priorities. His mother died in 2020 at age 76, and he had dedicated the storyline to her. Right after Criminal Minds, Shamar Moore took a huge risk. He became the lead in CBS's SWAT, which started on November 2, 2017. The show pulled in 6.7 million viewers on the first night and ran for 8 seasons. It almost got canceled twice, but fan campaigns saved it. Moore played Sergeant Hondo, and the job was intense. Long days, hard training, and even real police drills. By season 8, he was making $200,000 per episode. The show finally ended on May 16, 2025. with 4.8 million watching the last episode. Moore said it broke his heart to say goodbye. During this time, he also voiced Cyborg in 5 DC animated movies from 2018 to 2020, which earned $50 million combined. He never fully left Criminal Minds either. He came back for surprise appearances in the 2017 finale, a 2017 episode, the 2020 series finale,